episode 33. Holy shit.
330 tree.
It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were just talking about doing your Chris Predicts for this week. I think you're really going to enjoy mine. I threw in we talked about this sport last week, but I found some matches that we can predict on.
Perfect.
And if you can, I don't have the website with me because it was on my other computer, but okay, dude.
Just push him off, please.
Well, he's a nice kitty, though.
I know, but
say hi to the camera.
he's an annoying kitty.
Okay, stay there. All right, you're good there.
He's going to go straight onto that laptop.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Of course. Anyway, while CJ deals with my cat, we were updating the Chris Predicts, and there will be a good prediction coming back because I made a bunch of predictions a couple weeks ago.
A few weeks ago, yeah.
And now they're sort of at the halfway point, so we can actually review some of them, see how well or not well I'm doing. We now have a betting account, so we can update that as well for you.
Yeah, I'm curious. I have no idea. I kind of forgot we did it.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. So it's just it's high stakes money, dollar bets. So
yeah. Let's be honest, it's just a little fun thing to do. So
yeah, and we can gauge the betting level.
Yeah. Anyway, so these these predictions I got for you. You can go on the website, and it's a sport I think you need to see the athlete.
Okay.
Because it makes it that much more better.
All right, cool.
And I've got their nicknames because they all have nicknames.
I'm trying to think what this would be.
Dude, it's fucking phenomenal.
Okay. All right, I'm in.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Today is Friday, April
9th.
The 9th. And we lost a great man today. And I'm not talking about Prince Charles. DMX passed away.
Oh, shit. I heard that he was in the hospital last week.
Yeah, he died today.
No way.
X gonna deliver it to you.
Oh, he got delivered.
Fuck.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
Mind you, I haven't really listened to any of his recent music if he's put any out.
Yeah, I don't know. But you can't dispute the classics.
Yeah.
He's fucking all time.
X gonna give it to you.
Rough Riders Anthem. Everything.
Did you ever watch the movie with
Where
him
the
in it
Hood
with Jet Li?
Yeah.
Great movie.
Cradle to the Grave.
Yeah.
Underrated, terrible movie.
And great song, too.
Well, that's where that song came from. X Gonna Give It To You. That was the theme song for that movie.
No, there was an actual song for the movie called Cradle to the Grave.
Oh, there was as well from DMX.
Yeah, you never heard that?
Yes, I have now.
Who was in it? I think Eminem was in it. In the song.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, you do have a laptop there.
I do. And now when I said I didn't need the stand, now I need the goddamn stand.
You don't get feedback in your headphones, do you?
I'm good.
Okay, go. That's fucking fantastic. Now I can actually use my things. I'm going to be honest, these stands are fucking phenomenal. They're kind of handy even though we're sitting down. At least you have somewhere to set it, Oh man. Keyboard warrior Chris over here trying to figure out his shit. He's supposed to be good at this stuff.
I'm sort of not at all. I don't fucking. Maybe
at least I think
maybe
it was.
I don't.
That was the name of the song. It could be similar.
I don't. You know what? I'm probably fucking wrong. I don't think I know Cradle to the Grave song. I don't. Go to Sleep is probably the Eminem song you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I got
Cradle to the Grave.
No, X Gonna Give It To You is from there. I don't know what the fuck I was on about, but it's a good soundtrack. I'm just reading through it right now.
Oh, phenomenal movie. Acting. Not so great. Tom Arnold was in it too, which is...
I don't remember that even a little bit.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I love that guy. He's hilarious.
There's a great scene in that movie for those who haven't seen it. Spoiler alert, it came out in 2003. But Jet Li jumps in the air with his other rival in that movie. And they both lunge at each other with their feet towards each other.
Yeah.
And then he kicks his feet down and makes the other guy do a 180 in the air and then kicks him in the top of the head, crushing his spine. And they zoom in on the neck crushing as if it's like Mortal Kombat, like it's like an X-ray shot. And then that's how he killed the bad guy. Is horrible.
It was in that movie?
That was that movie.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that's like the scene. That's like the scene.
That's the scene.
That's the big one because that's like the main fight.
That's the big fucking
one.
scene, eh?
I love that one.
Sorry, just gotta Just gonna do a wee bit of adjustments here. Man,
Yeah, that movie was out of its fucking mind.
that was a great movie.
I barely remember it except for that one scene where they lunge at each other, kick the legs, crush the spine. Mortal Kombat.
That actress too, that played like his girl, like DMX's girlfriend or whatever. I think it was his girlfriend, something like that. She went on to do fucking crazy movies.
Let me just look her up.
I don't know. Again, I'm terrible with names in general, but I'm terrible with like actors and actresses.
Gabrielle Union. Yeah, that's her. That one? She's in a bunch of shit. That's the one you're thinking of?
Yeah, she went on and did a whole whack of movies.
Yeah, she's in a bunch of movies. Some of them good, some of them not good.
And that guy's got his own show too. The other guy
keeping me on my toes here.
I am. He was in Kangaroo Jack.
Oh, Anthony Anderson.
Yeah, like he went on again, did a shit ton of movies.
You want to talk about someone who's in a fucking? He seems to be in everything. I like that guy. He amuses the fuck out of me.
Dude, does like
yeah, he's on the show Blackish. He's the main guy.
Just cameos. He appeared like just
appears everywhere.
Like 2 minutes in a movie here and a movie there. Or has like a little side role in another movie. Yeah, he does a ton of shit, man.
He's all over it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, sad day. DMX.
Yeah, that's fucking, that sucks. Yeah, I heard that he was in.
He had a heart attack a couple weeks ago.
ICU or some shit like that. Fuck.
Yeah. And then Prince Charles also died today, but the one that really gets me is DMX.
Yeah. Well, so yeah.
Because how are you going to know where the hood is at?
You don't anymore.
You don't know where the hood is at.
No.
He has to bark it at you.
He does.
I was a bit. I'm not gonna say I'm a huge fan. Like I can recite his albums. Like, oh, did you check out his 2007? No, I didn't.
No, I didn't. I know.
But I
my
probably
songs.
have like 12 songs of him.
Yeah, same. I'm the same.
About. Yeah.
And I even have some other ones that aren't really mainstream of his that are kind of good to listen to.
Yeah.
And they don't hit like they're not as.
He did an Ain't No Sunshine cover.
That's a good one.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of, it's like Angels or Angel or something like that.
It's
honestly,
a deep
I have
cut.
no idea. But it's like, it's not as heavy or hard, I would say.
I'm trying to
Still gangster as shit.
Yeah. Well, DMX could not be gangster as shit.
No.
Let's call a spade here.
Yeah.
He was gangster as fuck.
He was as gangster as it gets, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think I'm misremembering this, but I'm pretty sure DMX had a reality TV show for a quick minute. And it was on MTV, I think. Remember when MTV was maybe
a fucking big thing?
Maybe Much Music it was on. Either way, one of those two when they were big in Canada at the time. And I remember watching one episode and it was just like him walking around in a mall. Just like DMX.
Just DMX.
It was so
in his mall.
Yeah. Just like
cool.
no, he's like, oh, let's go buy some sneakers. And he like wandering through the mall. We're like, yo, you DMX? He's like, yes, I am. And then like keep buying sneakers and people keep asking the same questions.
That's fucking phenomenal.
This is probably like 2002.
That's awesome.
So my memory may be hazy, but I'm pretty sure he had a reality show for
I could see it.
Quick
fucking
second.
Snoop Dogg's used to or still has his reality show.
I didn't even know that.
His kid was playing football. Like, and was good apparently. I don't know if he's still playing football. Like, don't question me on it.
I'm going to question on you. How good is his son at football?
I have no idea. I don't watch football, so I couldn't even tell you if he was good or not. But yeah, he had his own show and it's kind of based around that. They focused a lot on his son playing college football or high school football. I don't know how old this kid was.
Fuck. That beyond me, that one.
Yep, me too. But hey, he had his own reality TV show. He also cooks with Martha Stewart.
That I did know. That's a YouTube show, I think, right?
I don't know.
But it's a pretty...
If anything's still on regular TV, it's not doing too hot. Let's be honest.
The only shit that's doing well on regular TV is HGTV.
Is The Bachelor.
No, I don't.
Chris doesn't know anymore.
Don't even know when it airs. Don't even ask me. I'll start to get the shakes. Go through withdrawal.
Sorry, it's too early.
It's still... That cut's still open and it's fresh.
I'm sorry.
Don't be dumping salt into it.
That
HGTV, that home and garden television channel. I think that's the only thing that people watch on TV. All those DIY renovation
I don't
shows.
even know how you guys watch that.
What do you mean?
How do you watch it?
Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. What do you mean? How do we watch it?
I just can't sit there and like go through it.
There's some shows that are better than others, I would suppose, but
I'm a fan of
we watch
Extraordinary Architecture
on Netflix.
Yeah.
No. Fuck no. Have we talked about that on here?
I think we did.
I better not bring it up.
But fuck, man,
just go watch the show on Netflix.
Watch it. It's called like Extraordinary Architecture.
The World's Most Extraordinary Homes, I think it's called.
That could be that as well. Something extraordinary.
And what it should be called is the World's Most Extraordinary TV Hosts. Because really, they're just out of their entire fucking minds.
I don't know why, but whenever there's a pool in the house, the one host always has to go for a swim.
And she's overweight and elderly.
Yeah, and then like
not in good shape.
It's not like they
make her talk.
They make her do the stairs, and then she has to like talk while she's like doing the stairs.
And she's out of breath.
She's out of breath, or like the house is on a hillside, so you have to like walk up the hill to do whatever.
She's always panting. And
it's not like, okay, we're at the top, we're gonna do this like little intro scene. Give you like 10 minutes, catch your breath, then we'll do it. No, it's like
we'll do it live,
and we're rolling.
Yeah, because they want to capture their first thought.
Is out of breath.
This is what she sounds like. Because how they have it, they just have those little mics on them, right?
Yeah.
So like, I think they try to take her down, and they don't want to show too much of it, but it's just like,
yeah, she's just gasping.
And then she's, yes, it's extraordinary, isn't it?
The way they talk too is like, it's just way too much for me, man.
They're pretentious.
Way too much for me.
I'm not. See, this is the thing with architecture. It's more. I think it's closer to art in this show, at least.
Yeah.
Like this show, these homes are basically pieces of art. Like they're not all of them were practical, because one of them. Remember, one of them was a circle, and it had no doors.
Remember the one that's like
walls?
A prison?
Yeah.
Like one that's all fucking made out of steel. Like, how is this fun to live in?
Yeah, it was funny in that one where the house literally looked like a prison, and then they open up one of the cupboards, and like you see like the Game of Life and Monopoly, like where they keep all their board games.
Yeah,
yeah. So these things are more like art. So the hosts of these show, the hostesses, because there's two of them. I would say they're more like art critics when they're reviewing these homes. It's very strange because they're like, it captures you in a way where it pulls you in, but also pushes you. Like the way they talk about it. It's like people
so
talking
absurd.
about art. And I don't know shit about art.
No, neither do I.
But I just know that watching these two talk about architecture is hilarious.
That was one thing I wish I talked to Mackenzie more about when she was on the podcast was the art world.
So do I, because she also knows about these NFT things, and we spoke about it and didn't bring it up. I don't know shit about them.
I don't even know.
Super confusing, but she knows a lot about it. But she'll be back and we can talk to her about it then.
I would love to. Because I'm hearing a shit ton of stuff on these NFTs. Like a shit ton.
I don't know.
Like it's like the next fucking big ass thing.
Apparently. Who knows?
Apparently. And one of the podcasts I was listening to, they were like, the UFC should fucking start doing NFTs. Because the knockout, you own when McGregor got knocked out on whatever day, or when Francis knocked out Stipe. Now you own that. You own the rights to that clip.
Wait, isn't that the Hot Shots thing? Isn't that different than NFTs?
I don't know.
I think
it's all fucking...
I think you're mistaking the NFTs for...
Fuck, man. I don't know. This shit all blends into one for me.
Yeah. The moral of the story is we have no fucking idea. But I think you're talking about these clips that are like trading cards that you can own the rights to.
Yeah.
Those are like called Hot Shots or something like that.
Oh, okay.
That's different. So like, yeah, like you could own a clip that's readily available on YouTube. You could pay $20,000 for a said clip. It's weird.
Yeah. I don't know how they're going to do that in the digital age where it's a digital copy. You don't know if you have the only one of it unless you created it.
Well, the company,
fully created by you, not like you recorded your screen, because how many other thousands of people do that?
I have no idea.
Right? So for you to say you own that clip, I don't know.
So anyway, that is not an NFT.
Okay. Explain an NFT then.
Nope, because I can't.
Okay.
An NFT.
All right.
This is the extent that I know about NFTs.
All right.
It's a non-fungible token or something like that. It's something, it's crypto / blockchain. I don't even know too much about either of those.
Okay.
An NFT, the extent that I know is that Kings of Leon, their last album.
Yeah.
As opposed to releasing it on Spotify or Apple, or you buy the record online, buy the physical copy, you could buy it with an NFT. So they sold like these tokens, and you had to buy tokens, and then you could purchase their album, and then you have exclusive rights to their album. If you ask me any more questions, that's it. And I'm sure I'm fucking
okay. So
up.
So they would have exclusive rights to the album. So that kind of makes a little more sense, because right now with YouTube, Twitch, and all these streaming and content platforms, people are getting taken down left, right, and center, or getting strikes on their channels for playing music. So right now there's a limited selection of music that you can play or have playing in the background. So if you were streaming, only a limited selection and a kind of a minimum selection for you to choose from to play in the background of your stream. Even if it's not loud, like even if it's not the main thing, just like background music at a restaurant, but you're streaming.
Elevator music.
Yeah, you're going to get striked for it if it's like Drake or Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Well, I only listen to DMX from now on.
Okay, so
I'm observing a week of mourning for DMX.
If you're listening to DMX, you're getting taken down.
Damn it.
You know, so it's fucking crazy. And again, just for somebody having a song play in the intro, again, could be some crazy YouTuber. You see all these guys making these crazy YouTube videos that take hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, to create, depending on the YouTuber.
There's YouTube videos that cost millions to make.
Mm-hmm.
Are they movies?
They're not movies, but they're fucking wild. Like there's a guy, Mr. Beast. He went to, I think he had a video. It was like buying everything in like 4 stores.
Oh my God.
And literally bought everything in 4 stores. So you could imagine how much inventory is in a store.
Now I know. I thought you were talking like production value. Like this one YouTube video costs $100,000 to make, but I know what you're talking about because there's this drumming guy I follow on YouTube, and he'll pay. He's a pro drummer. He like does lessons and shit like that, and he will pay. Have you heard of the website Fiverr?
Yep.
Okay, so
he'll pay like somebody $100.
Yep.
$200.
Yeah. He'll like create a song, and then he'll like do a range from like anywhere from like $100 up to $2,000, and he'll spend a couple grand on that video.
Yeah.
And
again, you have all these guys like, so he does that, like he creates and records everything, but he also may have an editor, and whatever the editor charges, which could be like $100 per like playable minute. So whatever the video's 10 minutes, he gets $1,000 or whatever.
I see.
Right. So there's all this background shit that like nobody really thinks of when it comes to.
But it makes sense, because if you're making money on a YouTube video and it has "Where the Hood At" by DMX,
yeah,
and 1 million people see that, that's equivalent to maybe 1 million streams on Spotify. So someone's got to get paid somewhere.
Yeah. The music industry's in like shambles right now, they're trying to figure out like what to do in this whole digital age thing.
Well, what they do is they just keep ripping off the artists.
Well, what they're going to do is just shut down people's streams or sue people and get a shit ton of money that way.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So, okay. So
what you can do as a remedy is like what we do for our intro music.
Yeah, you just find
free.
Yeah, and there's a shit ton.
It.
There's the one that comes off my head is company called Stream Beats, and it was created by a streamer / YouTuber, and he created his own record label and started making his own music. Hired DJs or whatever. He's got I think his background is in music, so he knows his like what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
But he hired some other musicians to help create a few albums. Like, dude, he's got a shit ton of albums now. But again, it may not be exactly what you're wanting to listen to at the time.
Yeah, but it is what it is, I guess. But that's a good idea, because now you can throw on Stream Beats It's free. It's playing. It's music happening.
It's free
while
for
you're...
you, and he's making a shit ton of money.
So how does he get the money?
Through Spotify, through listens. It's like you get like
I see.
it's not even, it's like a half a penny or like a third of a penny per listen.
I think it's more than that. I think if you own the music,
you did. I have no idea.
Yeah,
It's not
so
something I really looked into. But
like, there's a bunch of articles are like Spotify is ripping off the artists, like, and they'll like pick some famous artist, like AC/DC, say,
yeah,
and they're like AC/DC averaged a third of a penny per listen. No, but that's what AC/DC the five musicians took home.
yeah, one of the 5 took home.
Yeah, but but it's more than that. I don't think the problem is that Spotify and these streaming sites aren't paying. It's if you own the masters to your music, they'll pay you good money.
Yeah.
But who owns the masters for AC/DC is probably Universal Records.
And they're taking a big cut.
And they take a huge cut. So by the time it filters down to the artist, it's like a third of a penny.
Yeah, they're getting nothing.
And people are like, oh my God, Spotify's ripping off the artists. Well, they're not, because the artists are in deals with record companies who own their music. They don't own their own music.
Yeah.
But if they did,
that's a big thing too now.
It's a huge difference. But it could still be a third of a penny. And then by the time it gets down to the artist, it's a fucking fraction.
Yeah.
But even still, if it's a penny per listen, it's tens of dollars, I bet. Maybe even $12, $13.
Yep.
Think about it.
It is.
No, it's a lot. Because I was listening to Everlast talk about it, and he owns all of his music.
Yeah.
And he calls it mailbox money. Like, it's just like, and I'm thinking
shows up.
I'm thinking mailbox money for Everlast, who probably has done very well because he's written like 3 of the most popular fucking songs in music history.
Yeah.
Like Jump Around. How fucking popular is that song? That's the one he started with.
Yeah.
And then What It's Like 10 years later
Yep.
is a fucking huge tune.
On the radio constantly.
And then there's a fucking third one that it's escaping me right now. But he owns all of his music. So anytime it gets streamed, anytime it gets fucking played in a movie, whatever, he gets all that money. And he sees the full amount of money.
Yeah.
And he says it's good money. Like, he calls a mailbox, which I'm sure is like fucking stick in your back pocket.
Yeah.
All your bills are paid, you know?
Literally just shows up here. Here's
shows
a
up
check
once
for
a
your
month. Here's your residuals and all that shit. Yeah.
And you got to think too, with all these different platforms, like you got Spotify. So they're on Spotify, probably Apple Music, Google Music. And then on top of that, they probably have music videos on YouTube.
Where they're generating income as well.
They're generating income.
Yeah. But the difference is now all the artists are tied into these record deals, right?
Yeah. And
so
a lot of them are getting shit on, I think.
I think Kings of Leon's way around that was with this NFT route. So it's a non-fungible token.
Okay.
And it's a unit of data on digital ledger called blockchain, where each NFT can represent a unique digital item and thus is not interchangeable. So yeah, I believe it's similar to like those hot shots that you were talking about. Like, that's proprietary to you. Like, if you buy that, you're the only person that owns that clip.
Yeah.
The same thing with NFT. So it started in the art world, and I did mean to talk to Mackenzie about it, and hopefully she can come on and school the fuck out of us about it. Because I am interested in it, just because I have no idea what the fuck it is.
Neither do I.
And every time I don't get it. I don't understand.
Have you ever heard of the digital artist Beeple?
Absolutely not.
I think it's Beeple. I want to get this right. This guy.
Are you saying Beeple with a B?
It's a B. I think it's BEEPLE, like people, but with a B.
Got it. Makes sense.
Beeple. Yeah.
Beeple.
This guy literally just like makes digital art, and he made.
Oh, that's pretty. He
made one piece of art every day for like 13 years.
Oh, that's a lot of art.
He ended up, dude, he made like did I write it down? Yo, I might have been this smart and wrote it down.
It's just taking forever to find it. No,
I didn't write it down. I'm a fucking idiot.
It's fine. If we were at a table, I could Google it faster, but I don't want to.
This guy made like, I want to say like $60 million in like an hour.
Can you, like, does this stuff translate to getting it print, or is it just digital? Would you know?
You're more into, so you like, get a digital copy of it, and then you got like, it almost, from what I saw, it looked like a little like plaque, like glass plaque, and it had, so if you bought one piece of art, it would have that piece of art and like some shit on the bottom of it. almost kind of like a sports memorabilia thing,
Yeah.
but like looked phenomenal. And then again, you can get the digital copy of it. And then he ended up selling, I think there was a couple collections he sold. So it pertained like 30 different pieces. And then he sold the entire fucking thing as well. And that entire fucking thing went for like $50 million.
Jeez.
That's insane.
Good for him.
Dude, yeah. 13 years he put into the making of it.
That's, yeah. So he became a master at it.
Like created one piece of art every day for 13 years. And then
Just
sold
like
it for
as you were
millions.
breezing through those photos,
They're fucking cool, eh?
it looked really cool.
Yeah, so if you're interested to see some of his shit, I think this is his actual account.
Do the proper.
But it's Beeple_crap. So it's BEEPLE_CRAP. That's on Instagram. It's got a check mark, so I believe this is his actual account. But yeah, you can just scroll through here and like, dude, his shit's actually so fucking cool. He does a lot of cool things. He's done like animations. So like some of the shit actually like moves and plays. Some other stuff is just like still art. And oh dude,
That's fantastic.
the guy's amazing at what he does. And deserves all the success that he's had.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about those photos. They're fucking tripping me out. They're really cool.
Yeah, they're super cool. I watched
And that's just on your phone. Like I'm sure on like a computer where it's high definition, like it would probably look phenomenal.
Yeah.
What you would want to do for that if you own the digital copy is just buy a fucking high definition monitor, hang it on a wall somewhere, plug it in, and just fucking
you can get
leave it on
digital
there.
picture frames.
Well, look at me. Look how fucking
Dude,
dumb I
they've
am.
been out for ages.
Huh? There you go. You know what I mean? But I'm
Chris
thinking,
is gonna have 7 of them next week.
No, they're fucking stupid. Fuck those things. But I was just thinking, like, if you wanted to like fill your wall, because I'm sure that thing is, you could have it at the size of a thumbnail on Instagram, or if you wanted it 60 inches like the TV here, you could do that.
Yeah.
And then just have that as a wall piece.
And if
all
you
you
have
need
a
to plug it
collection,
in,
if you have a collection of
cycle
them,
through
just
them.
cycle through them, or just pick a different one each week or each day.
I don't think I could afford a single art of his, but now I want to buy one.
No, the other pieces of art ranged, I think, from, I'm gonna lowball here and say 40 to like 150K for one piece.
I'm out.
Yeah.
No, that's no good for me.
And I don't know if he's still selling anything. That was just his like big collection.
When he did the
blew up.
mass.
Yeah. Because it was over a weekend.
Fuck.
Yeah, and made.
So today's Friday. Sunday, you've made $50 million.
He made over like
Yeah.
I think he made like closer to 7.
But that's the equivalent. You go into
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, maybe.
You got whatever
Let's say you got a few
You
pennies.
got
in
whatever
the
you
bank.
got in the bank.
Doesn't even matter.
Even if you got $1 million in the bank,
Doesn't
you know you
matter.
have 50 more of them.
Yeah, insane.
Yeah, good for that guy.
You know the speaking of like crazy payouts, you know the Cash Me Outside girl?
Yeah. I heard
Do you know about this?
I heard a little bit.
I don't want to talk a whole lot about it, but it is fucking insane.
Definitely bring it up because you probably know more than I do.
All I know is she created an OnlyFans, put it on her
And she's young
Inst-
too, right?
18, I think.
Like she just turned legal age.
Yeah.
I'll bet you there's photos on there that aren't from when she was just 18.
I don't think so the last I heard, I don't think there was anything on.
Okay.
But yeah, so she started on OnlyFans, and within 6 minutes, she had already made $1 million. And it was the fastest $1 million ever made.
It's fucking creepy to me. That like the reason I heard about this
6 minutes.
Yeah, that's a lot of
She
money.
doesn't even need to put anything on there.
No.
Like anything, I guess, like inappropriate.
Well, I think
Sexual.
there's OnlyFans where you don't have to do
No, you
anything
don't.
sexual on
You
there.
don't. But
It's
I
a
think
subscription to your,
everybody wants it to be.
yeah, well that's why you're paying money, but why would you pay money for pornography anyway?
In this
But
day and age, I don't know, dude.
anyway, but
Couldn't be me.
But that Catch Me Outside girl thing, that it creeps me the fuck out because she got famous, felt like 5 years ago. Like that's a few years old, that Catch Me
Yeah.
Outside shit.
Yeah,
was
well,
like 13.
definitely. On Dr. Phil.
That's
And
why it was
Dr.
such
Phil
a big deal.
thing back then.
Yeah, I think he still is on for the
older people.
for the housewives out there.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I don't watch regular television, so I have no idea.
he's off when I get home.
Gotcha.
Getting rid of the cable this week too. So
Hell yeah. Who the fuck needs it? I was telling
me.
My parents still have a house phone. Like, why the fuck? Why do you have a house phone?
I was trying to get a hold of my aunt today with my cousin, and she got rid of her call waiting.
Yeah.
She's like, I want back the old way. So every time you call, just busy. Burp, burp. When was the last time you heard a busy signal in your entire fucking life?
A long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Yeah. And that's what she has. And she's on the phone to fucking Ireland all day long. And so like, you just hangs up and it's like, you finally get through.
That's fucking hilarious.
She'll spend hours a day online on the phone.
So like, there's I don't know. I really don't understand why. Like, nobody answers the house phone. But I will say this. It is nice when you sign up for some shit and you have to put a phone number or you have to do some dog shit thing.
Just give them the house number.
You give them the house number and then you don't get the phone calls. It doesn't, whatever. The fucking house phone rings. Who cares?
I'll give them
Put that shit on low.
That's a good point. I never even thought of that because I know my house number growing up as a kid off by heart.
Yeah. I used to know everybody's. The last couple of years, I've lost them all.
Yeah, I used to know my cousins. I'm just thinking of the ones. I know a couple.
I used to know Paul's his house phone. Literally, again, I don't remember it now, but up until like the last couple of years, I could have recited his number.
So anyway, back to this Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So the reason that creeps me out is because she just turned 18.
Yeah.
Like on the day of her 18th birthday, she created an OnlyFans account.
Yeah.
Got whatever millions you said.
Oh yeah.
Like 2 million or whatever the fuck it was.
I don't, 1 million in 6 minutes.
Yes.
So it's probably more than that, but
she's probably more over that now.
Yeah.
But the fucking creepy thing is that she got famous from this. I'm saying minimum 4 years ago. That's my prediction. I'll bet it's at least
I 100% agree.
So she got famous when she was 13, 14. Like,
Catch Me Outside.
I can't imagine there's a bunch of people her age that are now logging on with credit cards. Are like, oh, she finally got an OnlyFans account. I'll fucking subscribe to it. I'll bet you that's a lot of fucking older people.
100%.
It fucking gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The heebie-jeebies?
The heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I agree with you too. Wait.
I don't care that she does it. That's not my issue. I don't give a fuck about it. If you want to
do it.
Have at it.
Fuck, you already made bank.
Make your money, enjoy yourself. But it's the people that are now subscribing to that give me the fucking willies. Willies. Like, I'm sure that these fuckers were thinking about her when she was 14. Like, oh, she's pretty attractive, whatever. Like, she's 14. She's a fucking child.
Yeah, relax.
Just because she says "Catch Me Outside," just because she's outrageous on television, doesn't mean that now you should be fucking trying to hope to scam an image of her fucking nudes. It's fucking gross.
Oh man.
But
no, I agree with you.
Good for her, I guess. Although I did watch the episode of Dr. Phil because, like everything, I find out about it like usually a year or two after it happens. So when I did find out about Catch Me Outside, I was at Thanksgiving. That's how I know this.
You
like 4 years
ago. You actually watched the episode?
I went back and watched the episode.
Well,
she's out of her fucking mind.
Oh, 100%. She became a rapper too.
Okay, there you go. There's something else I'm finding out years later.
Yeah, she was a rapper for a few years. I don't know if she's still rapping, but yeah.
Yeah, like I felt
she's done everything, man.
Her mom and I think it was her grandmother on there with her too. Like they were like at their wits' end. Like we don't know what to do with this girl. She's fucking doing drugs. She's fucking having sex.
Never mind.
She was out of control.
Yeah.
Like actually out of control. And then she was outrageous and came up with
lock her up in the basement. Done. Found your solution.
Feels like child abuse, but we'll get into that later, I guess. But yeah, it's like she was a fucking problem child, and then she became, I guess, famous.
Yeah.
Well, obviously she's famous. She just made $1 million in 6 minutes. She was a rapper, which I can imagine that rap was fantastic.
Yeah, I think she made a pretty penny doing that too.
She made a couple bucks. I'm sure some asshole exploited her.
Bro, probably.
16-year-old. Oh, I'm going hands on this fucking.
Yeah.
Now she's famous.
Yeah, it's wild. Dude, yeah.
Dr. Phil's probably like, fuck.
Today's day and age, it's fucking wild out there.
Because like, I'm sure there's an element to those shows, and I don't think Dr. Phil is really part of it, but I'm sure there's like producers, like people that run those shows that are like, okay, like I'm sure they go out and do like pre-screening, like, okay, this girl's out of her fucking mind. this will probably make good TV because they think about the viral moment. Dr. Phil doesn't think about that. He's like,
give me whoever.
How can I help you?
Yeah.
Let's make this shit work. He doesn't care about the fucking clips. But the producers of that show are probably like, fuck yeah, we got ourselves a gold mine here.
Yeah.
And now they're like, what monster have we created? Actually, like we created a fucking monster.
I thought he did an episode where,
because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady M crop liver.
what?
Sorry, I said I've created a monster, and I got that fucking
Jesus
Eminem song stuck in my head.
DMCA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did a follow up like a year or two after she was on Dr. Phil. I think she went back on just to.
Was she equally out of her mind?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, I just hear about these things. I'm not
things.
gonna watch that. Come on,
buddy, you gotta watch this shit.
no,
Watch it.
no. I'll be honest. I did want to watch an episode of The Bachelor with you guys. We never did, and I'm not going to be the one that takes you back down that rabbit hole.
If Bachelor Canada comes out, that's probably going to be the worst show ever made. So we could probably watch that.
Okay, well, you know what? If you're going to watch an episode, I'm not going to be the one that brings you back into that dark hole. But
fuck, I feel like a fucking recovering heroin addict with that show.
Well, you kind of are.
I'm like really clear headed. I'm like, oh yeah, like I want to go.
This is what real life is like.
Go outside and run around the block. Like, oh my god, the grass is so green.
Have you ever smelled fresh air before?
I'm like, what the fuck? Did you know that like people are out there? You know? That's how I feel. But it's actually like it might be the first time in a while where I don't even know what the latest buzz about that show is.
No, I have no idea.
Just gave up.
Yeah, I definitely have no idea. But yeah, I that was one thing because when we were doing like weekly recaps, I'm like, fuck, man, I kind of gotta see an episode
to believe it.
Yeah, and like I've seen a couple like way back when Audrey used to watch it. That was like back in high school. But
problem with that show, like when we were doing the recaps, is it's such a unique thing to like try to explain. You have to almost watch it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
if
we were talking about it like
recap,
for a few weeks.
Like if you're just to read a recap that like someone put on a website as like a general recap of last week's episode,
yeah,
you would read that and you'd be like, I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah,
none of this makes any sense.
Yeah,
it's because it's fucking.
Like
why would
crazy.
it make any sense? It's like if you were watching Young and the Restless for the last 10 years and try to explain.
No idea.
Well, oh, you know when Jennifer and her son actually murdered his
I think
stepfather.
my mom watches that one, and
that show's been on a long time.
Yeah, so there'd be days I'd come home at lunch or whatever, and she'd have an episode on. I'd sit there, eat lunch with her, and watch it. And so there was one time this one guy's on there, and then I came like a month later, same character, different dude.
No way.
I'm like, how the fuck did they play this one off? Oh, he was hospitalized, and they had to do reconstructive surgery.
Come on.
Yeah. And then the other guy came back, like the original actor came back, and they're like, oh, so they played it off that he left, but that was his brother who is like an identical twin. I'm like, what? Yo, this is so like, oh, it's crazy, man. Like how they're able to do that and like people.
I'm not even mad at them for doing that.
But like
that takes effort.
Like
that's amazing.
They got rid of this actor, he left or whatever, and then I guess they're like, yo, we'll give you a few more dollars if you come back. And that's just how we're gonna bring you back.
Fucking hell.
And apparently it happens like often where the main actor, either the people will let him go or he'll leave.
And then he'll realize that he's not a great actor.
Yeah,
and come
so he'll
crawling on
try
back.
to come back, and they've already replaced him with somebody else.
Like, it's all right, just come on back. They won't notice.
Yeah, we'll put you as a different character.
No
like, what?
No one's really paying attention.
Yeah, like, oh, dude, it's fucking crazy.
That's what I felt like The Bachelor was becoming. It felt like a game that the producers were playing with the audience. Like, how much can we get away with?
Yeah.
Like, let's show the fucking earworm. Like, let's just like show like there's a couple of scenes where it looked like they were reading notes.
Really?
It looked like it, but also we're barely paying attention.
Yeah, true.
We're high as fuck. We're drinking. We're laughing, making fun.
High out of your mind, and
but like that show is heavily scripted. We all know that. So like,
So is every show
yeah,
on fucking television.
yeah, which is no big deal. That's not the point. But the point is like why wouldn't there be like a time where like the dude had like a little note in his hand and had to like say something back because they missed it or like audio got fucked up. Okay, can you guys just do that one more time?
Yeah, we didn't catch it.
You know what? I forgot what I said. Just give me the note back. And then like, so
What'd I
like,
say?
it's probably what it is.
Line,
Sir.
line,
Tap
line.
the ear.
line. I forget.
Yeah,
Line.
you said, and so
She's a fucking bitch.
I love you, I think.
I think I'm in love with you. And it's only our first date. Weird. That's what you said?
So similar to
You couldn't remember that?
No.
Weird.
It's like I don't love you, really.
Yeah.
So that's what those soap operas are like. They're like, how far can we push the envelope? Is anyone really paying attention? Probably not.
Probably not.
We'll just bring it back.
Fun in the background.
Write them in a new fucking script and away you go. Have at it.
It's like that Coronation Street you brought up.
Yep.
Just on the same lines.
Did your family watch that show?
No, but Audrey's mom did. I've seen a couple episodes.
Fuck. Rough one.
Again, it's one of them things. I don't know if I can get into them. Maybe when I'm in my 70s.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, again,
Nothing else is on TV and there's a fucking marathon
I say
on.
it's dumb. I watch fucking stupid shit all the time.
Oh, 100%.
I watch
so do
sports. They're stupid.
Sports are dumb, but they're fun. They're entertaining.
They are. Have you watched any of the... Speaking of sports, I golfed for the first time yesterday.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you how that was.
And it went really well.
Yeah? How was the course? Because
Good.
the course you golf at is known to be very bad at the beginning of the season.
No, so in defense of the course, the last year I found it to be really bad.
Okay.
At the start.
I found last year, though, every time I played with you, it seemed like the course was always wet.
Yeah.
And it's because they're in
a valley, but their drainage is different. So anyway, the course that I played at, the reason I was frustrated with it last spring was because obviously last spring was COVID, but the courses were getting ready all through April and May.
Right.
And I don't think I could go back and check, but I don't think I played until like whenever the courses opened up. I think it was the middle of May. That was the first one. And then when I got to the course, it was kind of like they hadn't been doing anything for the last month and the weather was decent where they could have been working on it. And it was kind of like, what the fuck? But then in a month later, it's fucking, they got it.
Fine.
Because I find that course is for being a public course, and it's a higher end public course. I find it to be in really good shape.
Oh, always.
Yeah, always in good shape. The greens rolled true all the time.
There's
Bunkers,
only
whatever.
I think there's only been not even a handful, like maybe one or two times where it could just be like it's that year where they need to do work on the greens or whatever. They need to aerate them, whatever it is.
Yeah. And it's
the greens aren't spectacular, but for the most part, like, fuck, man. Last year we put on, I think 3 of the greens, and that like they were like glass.
Mm-hmm. They're notoriously
you literally
tough greens.
Couldn't fucking touch the ball, or else it's going off the green.
Yeah, and they don't put the pins in easy spots. Like it's a tough track.
Yeah, it's a fun course.
Yeah, it's
easy
really
to
good.
walk too.
Yeah, I love that course. So last spring was like really frustrating, but I find that they keep it in good shape. And so yesterday, I thought it was in like for the time of year, golfing in April, like that's pretty rare.
Yeah, it's early.
Like we had our first tee off book last week, but it got snowed out. But you could have been golfing early April some places, but every course is different. I think that course wants to hold it back a bit because they are a higher end, we'll say.
Yeah.
They hold it back a bit, I guess, to protect their greens and fairways and stuff. But for what it was, like, I mean, everything kind of has like a brownish tinge because the grass hasn't fully greened up and all that stuff yet.
You literally snow just left 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but it's for April, brand new start of the season. I'd say it's about as good as they could probably have it.
So how'd you golf?
I golfed really well.
Did you? What'd you shoot?
I shot a 48
It's not bad.
with an 8.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So you were on track for what?
I was on track for like a 44, 45.
Nice.
And that 8 was a fucking 5 putt.
Oh, is your putting?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. So I didn't hit a bad drive all fucking day.
That's a good
Didn't
day.
hit a bad iron shot. My swing felt really fucking good. Like I would be frustrated with a 48 if we're talking about this in a month. Like a 48 on a 9 is frustrating for me because I think I should be
100%.
shooting like low to mid 40s max.
Yeah.
That's where I sort of feel like my skill level's at. I'm not a scratch golfer by
Yeah,
any means.
we're like the same.
Yeah.
If we're shooting what you'd say 90 to 95,
yeah, that's sort of
or
where
even-
our caps would put us.
or even high 80s
Yeah.
on a good day.
Like if you can break 90 the odd time, you're doing well.
Yeah.
And that like puts you in anywhere between like a 16 to 20 handicap.
Yeah.
Depending on the
Yeah,
course.
that's
whatever.
where we fall.
Yeah, that's where we're at. And that's just for those listening. That's not like, yeah, it's close enough. Pick it up. Like I play every putt goes down.
Yeah.
I play every fucking penalty. So my handicap is true. There's a lot of people
Same.
and I know yours is the same. I'm just talking for people out there. I play with a true one. There's a lot of people that I play with that'll be like, "What's your handicap?" and they'll have the same as me, and I'll beat them by 10 strokes.
Yeah.
But if
But you make them play true with that day.
or I don't play for money with them
Oh, you can't.
because you can't because they're doing foot wedges out. They're giving themselves favorable
Oh
drops.
yeah.
They're not counting whatever.
Fluff it up.
That's fine, but we're just not playing for money.
Yeah, if you want to play like that, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's
I'm
lots.
not playing in the Masters, but I'm not playing for money against.
I play
you.
with people all the time where we want to go out, we'll have some beers, play some thing. We're just not going to play for money because I know you're not going to play proper. Like you're going to pick up your ball, which is cool. I don't care.
Yeah,
there's no sweat off my nose. So anyway, that's where we fall golf wise. So if it's June or end of May and I'm shooting a 48, I'd be frustrated. But just how I hit the ball yesterday, because where I lost my strokes was around the green, which is to be expected at the start of the year. So anyone who doesn't know anything about golf, the way I explained it to Antonia last night when I got home is, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong about this, but when you're teeing off, when you're hitting your irons, that's your swing, right? That shouldn't really change. So if that's going well, it's going well. But when you're around the greens, it's touch. It's not.
Yeah, it's all touch.
It's all touch. It's touch. It's feel. It's putting. It's chipping. It's all that stuff. So that at the start of the year, I find at least, is always, because it's a feel thing, that takes a couple rounds to get back into it.
Couple rounds, or even just like a day at the range.
And believe it or not, I had a 5 putt and I didn't putt bad.
Yeah.
So like I was really happy with how the round went. Like I murdered the ball, hit everything well, everything clean. Maybe like 1 or 2 bad iron shots, and by bad I mean like I fucking didn't account for a fucking draw. So I missed the green, but I still got up and down. Like I played well.
Yeah.
And I fucked around. So that fucking 5 putt I had, I hit an amazing drive. It was on the 5th hole. You know, the hole with the water, par 4, straight away.
Oh, kind of dogleg right?
Dogleg right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
the pond's like,
it's a tricky hole.
Second shot.
Yeah.
Usually the pin, you have to hit over the water to get the green.
Generally, yeah. Pretty much no matter where you're at.
Yeah. And I fucking hate that hole. I
love it. It's hard as fuck.
It psychs me out all the time. Every time I stand there going to hit my second shot, I think of Chris.
Yeah.
Because his ball always finds the water. I'm like, fuck, just don't go in the water.
Yeah. And usually on that course, the wind's always blowing and stuff. So anyway, on that hole, I murdered my drive. I hit a good shot in, and it looked like it was all over the pin, and then it was slightly long. So there's a bunker right at the front of the green.
Yeah.
So I was just in the back bunker, just behind the green. And right there, you've only got like a 10-yard window to land a shot. I hit a great out.
Nice.
Was putting par.
Nice.
And I got an 8.
Ah.
And I was putting par from 12 feet.
Jesus.
So I hit my par putt. I'm probably 3 feet. I burned the edge. I'm like, oh fuck. And then coming back, missed. Going back up, missed. And then tapped it in for 8. I'm like, wow, that was bad. It was really fucking bad. But that goes to show you why you never pick up a ball within 3 feet. Because you can do that easily.
Like again, if
the pros miss them.
If you're just playing just to like get out there and just have a little fun, do whatever
you want.
Yeah, do whatever you want. Again, if you're playing with a buddy, there's no money on the line. Whatever. Pick it up. Let's keep moving. Or if it's a busy day on the course, whatever. Pick it up. That's good.
Yeah.
Move on. But
you and I will do that too on occasion if we're not if we're drinking whatever. Like I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
I'm not putting this on my fucking handicap calculator.
No, neither am I. We're just out here. We're hungover as shit from the night before. And
getting drunk again after the first beer.
Sure. Yeah. So
yeah.
But no, that's good that the course is in good shape.
Course is in good shape.
I'm grabbing my clubs this weekend, so I should be there next week if you got a spot.
I've heard this game before.
Shut up. Shut up. I stood outside today, or I think yesterday, and I'm like, man, I just kind of wish my golf clubs were here, just so I could in the backyard, just swing the club, get a little feel.
Yeah.
Oh my
But that was
God,
another thing.
no.
I hadn't swung a club yet this year.
Yeah.
So
I was going to say, you just got like, literally, that's your first time
that was the first
out swinging a club.
first time
whatever.
swinging club, putting, whatever. And
And me
aside
and
from
you
one
are,
hole.
are, I get, maybe not in the last couple of years, but are notoriously bad for our driving.
Mm-hmm.
Like our drives can get, that can be a game ruiner right there.
Which is most people.
Yeah, but I think in the last couple of years, our driving is almost kind of one of the better parts.
It's getting better.
Yeah.
Maybe in 30 years it'll be consistent.
No, probably not,
Maybe.
because then we'll have back problems.
In
We'll have
30
to do a
years,
swing
no.
change.
We'll have technology in other countries
We'll
that we can hope to have in this country.
Technology. Chris is going to have a robotic back and
Fuck, hopefully.
be driving the ball 800 yards.
855 fucking yards. We played with this. We played with these other two guys yesterday because there's only two of us.
Yeah.
And so we're lining up, and they're like, "What do you guys play?" I'm like, "We're just gonna go off the whites. What do you guys do?" He's like, "Oh, usually blues." And I'm like, when I hear someone plays the blues, my eyes immediately roll because I have this firm stance that unless you're 10 might be the maximum I'm willing to give someone, but I put someone, if you're an 8 or a 9 handicap and lower, play the blues all day long.
Yeah.
Because it's probably a good challenge for you. Most people who play the blues have no business playing the blues.
100%.
And I know where my skill level is. I can hit the ball pretty far on a drive, but I'm not playing off the fucking blues.
No, you play, so again, if you go from the one tee block to the next is a huge difference. You're talking about like 2, possibly 3 club difference on your second shot.
It turns every par 4 into a par 5, basically, for an average player.
Yeah. Well,
and that's a good average player.
Just of me and you.
If me and you were to do it,
what we
every
hit on
4
a drive,
would be a 5. If we were to do the blues, it would. Like a regular length par 4.
Let's take the first hole at St. Andrews.
Yeah.
So we usually hit our first shot. We hit a good drive. We're hitting like
130, 120 in.
So we're hitting like a pitching wedge, somewhere between a pitching wedge and 8 iron. Again, depending on
probably lower,
yardage and roll and shit. Now, I don't hit the ball very far with my irons, so I'll probably hit a 9 iron from there. So from there, if you go back, I'd be hitting a 7 iron or a 6 iron.
Mm-hmm. And
on
the
my
longer your
second
club
shot
gets, the less consistent people generally tend to
be. And then again, a higher risk of duffing, screwing up your shot. Now you're chipping onto the green or hitting another shot with your pitching wedge because it only went 20 yards.
Mm-hmm. So when I hear these guys want to play the blues, I probably rolled my eyes. Thank God I had sunglasses on, or this guy would have been like, "What the fuck's this guy's deal?
Fuck this
fucking asshole,
dickhead."
But they were really nice guys.
Yeah.
And he's like usually play the white, but he seemed confused, like he hadn't played the course before.
Yeah.
I'm just like, "What's your handicap?" He's like 6. I'm like, "Oh,
no, play the fucking blues."
And then he's like, "Oh, but it's first round." I'm like, play the blues. Like, I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah.
And he wanted to. You could tell, like, the way he was hemming and hawing.
If you want to play the blues, play the blues.
Yeah,
I
think he was just being, like, overly polite because he didn't want to fuck up the fact that we were playing the whites. But fucking do your thing, dude.
Yeah,
we don't care.
Yeah.
No skin off.
We're no PGA Tour guys. So
exactly.
Go ahead.
Like, we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm trying to win $1 off this fucking guy.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm just trying to win my money back from last year.
Exactly. Well, I was a leader last year, and I'm leading again so far. So yeah. But
it was just you and who went out.
Pick.
Oh yeah? You and John? Yeah.
And so this guy's a 6, and he's probably one of the best golfers I've played with.
Yeah.
Like ever.
Really, eh?
Or like seen play. There was a couple I put him back to. I played in this like friends tournament. It was a bunch of guys from work, and my cousin had a bunch of his buddies there, and he kind of organized this tournament out in Niagara Falls. So we played on a Friday, Saturday. And it was kind of like ranked on your handicap, whatever. And I somehow ended up in the final group. And I played with these two guys, and I've never seen anybody like be that consistent off the tee, like almost like pro, right?
Striping the ball down.
It's like it's nice to watch,
yeah.
Like how well they hit their irons and the shit. Like holy fuck, like this is good to watch. And I'd say that guy that I was playing with, the one guy was like he hit a fucking 3-wood that was like probably fucking 315 yards.
Holy shit!
Yeah, like he would. I think he only bogeyed 2 holes, and they were lip outs. He's pretty close to a scratch golfer. That was his first round of the year.
Yeah. Good for him.
He was doing pretty well for himself. And then he had his buddy with him who hit a couple, like, really, you can tell by his swing and like how he hit a couple iron shots. Like, he's a good golfer. He wasn't at it.
Yeah.
Like, he was fucking, I think he only got off the tee like maybe once. Like, he's like hitting it, like duffing it or shanking it. Like we've all been there. Like, it's fucking a rough go.
Just a rough round.
But like, maybe you shouldn't be on the fucking Blues today.
Yeah.
But he didn't slow anybody down.
No,
like,
but if he's playing with his buddy, he's probably just like, you know, just to play with buddy golf.
Yeah. And I bet they play all the time because they both had good swings, but the one guy was just fucking just
shooting bullets.
So, you know, the third hole, after the par 5 up the hill.
Yeah.
Third hole is just a long straight par 4.
Yeah. Is that the one that's uphill a little bit? It goes like up a hill and then back down?
No, it's straight and then there's a hill down and then it kind of, maybe the green.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
The green kind of ends. The green's probably close to the same level as where you tee off, but to catch the hill on the end of the fairway is a fucking long drive.
Right.
And the Blues were playing back, I'm going to say 30 fucking yards today, like just how they had them set up. I'd say the Blues were 30 yards back, and he hit the longest fucking drive I've seen on this. And I've hit the end of the fairway on that. Like, I've like caught some on like a good day, like I used to be in the ball fucking rips
and they just go.
And he fucking murdered.
Almost hit the green.
He almost was at the end of the fairway. And again, I'll bet you it had to be over 300 yards from where he was hitting it.
Oh, I would imagine.
And then fucking puts the thing on, 2-putt par, see you later, move on. Like, unassuming dude too, like just fucking cruising along, having a good time. But I enjoy watching that. Like,
oh, that's the best.
Yeah, I like watching consistent.
Now
golfers.
you've been to a PGA event.
Mm-hmm.
How was that?
It's different. Yeah, it's.
Did you guys
crazy.
Did you guys follow somebody or did you sit on a hole?
Yeah, so we went to the U.S. Open final day at Pinehurst in North Carolina, which was a bad idea because it was in the middle of July. I think it's like the summertime.
Yeah,
might have been June.
Hot
as fuck. Like,
yeah,
it was like hard to like live. Hot.
Yeah.
It's so where we set up was the 17th hole is a par 3.
Okay.
And there's this grandstand. And so where the green ends, the tees for the 18th hole going up the hill, I think it's a par 4 or 5, going up the hill are right there. So where there's this grandstand there, so you can see them tee off into the green, play out the hole, and then you see them tee off on 18. So it was a pretty good spot. So when we got there early in the morning, and there was this local guy, and he had his fucking lawn chair. He's like, "Oh yeah, if you want to go fucking," he just like gave us a run. We're like, "Where's a good spot?" Just kind of like set up, because for the tournament that we were at, which was a major, the U.S. Open, it's a huge fucking deal. I mean, obviously it's in the States, but it's a huge deal. The galleries are so deep. If you're planning on following someone, you have to probably follow the first or second group, which generally has people that not a lot of people care about. But the galleries are like 5 or 6 deep. So you're not even getting close. And then you got to fucking rush through the herd to keep up with someone. So we're like, we're not doing that. Like, because we had our girlfriends with us. They didn't give a fuck.
No.
Which is fine. But we're not going to fucking march them around the course in fucking 40-degree weather. Like, oh, let's go like to watch some fucking asshole. Exactly. Yeah. So we asked this guy, like, where's a good spot to like maybe set up? He's like, if you get over to the 17th green, there's a grandstand there. You can sit your ass there all day, and he told us they play into you, they tee off, they walk right by you. It's perfect. And we're like, okay, cool. We'll sit there. Yeah, it was good, but it was so unbearably hot. We had to keep like going down, like find shade and fuck. It was
crazy.
There was no relief from the sun whatsoever. And
maybe
it was a
don't
beautiful
pick that
day.
Event.
Or pick the US Open and just pick where it is. Like, is it a northern state? Is it a southern state?
Yeah.
Is it in June? Is it in fucking September? Because those are big differences.
Oh, that's a huge difference.
Right? So it was but watching them, it was almost unimpressive.
I think so. The biggest
to
thing
answer your question, like it was cool. Like it was more cool to see them in person than it was to actually watch them, because it was so uninteresting. Right? Like, so we were at that fucking par 3. I think we left with I think there was 4 groups to play until the final group. Right. And that year, Martin Keimer won it, and he won it like, I think he was 13 under, and the next nearest guy was 2 under. Like it was a walk. Like it wasn't a close tournament. So it's not like
wasn't exciting.
No,
really
it's not
to
like, oh
watch.
fuck, here comes this group. Like if he makes a par and if he birdies this hole, like going in the 18th hole, it could be close. There wasn't that excitement. So there, and the par 3, I guess it was tough. It's hard to tell when you're sitting behind it, sort of the yardage or whatever. But like you watch them and they all step up and they all make pars. I don't think I saw one. It might have been one birdie on that hole all day. I could probably pull up that day because I know the year and I know where the course was and who won it. Like I bet you if we pull up that Sunday stats on that hole, 99% of them were pars. Okay. Maybe one bogey, maybe one birdie. Like they're just that consistent. Like they just, I guess because it's a trickier green and it's a trickier hole, they all just know, okay, I'll plunk it in the middle of the green, I'll 2-putt, I know I'm in for par.
Yeah.
And that's what they fucking all did. One after another. And then you see them tee off and they hit the ball so fucking far and into the sun, you really don't even see it.
Yeah, you don't see it.
You just hear the crack, like, oh, cool. That was Phil Mickelson. See you later, asshole. You know? Like, I'm not a big Phil Mickelson fan. But he got a standing ovation when I went by, and I think it was the only one in the grandstand. Not fucking.
Did it stand?
Damn, fuck this guy. Fat fuck. Hate that guy.
Oh man.
But yeah, I just thought it was uninteresting because they're too good.
It wasn't like going to see like a hockey game.
It's different.
100%. It's different, but
yeah.
For me, like just watching like fucking Marner just play with the puck and warm up. Like I like going for the warm ups because the shit they do, like it in like effortlessly is insane.
Mm-hmm.
So I always thought like going to a PGA event, just like watching these guys. Now I've heard being at the event and just the sound of them striking a ball.
Yeah, that's different.
It's a completely different sound.
I don't think I've ever heard that sound elsewhere.
Yeah.
Put it that way. And I've played with a lot of good golfers.
Yeah.
You don't hear that.
Yeah.
It's different. Yeah. The way it cracks. The coolest thing that happened was I don't even remember the fucking guy's name. I don't even know if he's still on the tour. But obviously he was having a good weekend because he was in like middle of the group of the pairings for the Sunday on a Masters or at a major.
Yeah.
And so I come down off the grandstand to get some shade and like there's the pine trees there. And I just like went over and stood because I think it's the 16th fairway. So let's say we're looking straight on is where to try and paint it into your mind's eye. Picture this, son. So if you're looking straight and you're in the grandstand, you see the 17th green is right in front of you.
Right.
Straight on from that is where they tee off, and it just to the right, you can kind of just see the 16th green. Just off to your left, like at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock is where they tee off on the 18th hole. And if you look to your left, you can see right up the 18th hole. So I went down off the grandstand and I'm standing now where the 16th hole kind of runs parallel to the grandstand. And the only reason I'm standing there, and I'm pretty much by myself because it's in the shade. It's in a terrible spot. You can't even see them tee off on the 16th hole.
Yeah.
And because they hit the ball so well, they're actually kind of walking past where you're standing to hit their second shot into the par 4. So it's not a good spot to watch on that hole. So I'm just going over there, standing there, and like I think Jim Furyk was walking by, and then all of a sudden this fucking ball just comes racing right by me, like it's like left. I'm fucking sitting, and I just see this ball bouncing right towards me and like lands 5 feet from me.
Jesus.
So I'm like, oh, I'm fucking sticking around for this. And then all of a sudden I'm swarmed by people. Like people are running fucking everywhere. There was probably, and again, this isn't, but you don't know who's coming around the corner. Like I'm like, I know that because they give you a list of the pairings, right? So you can kind of like, as a spectator, okay, well, there's Mickelson's group. Okay, we know in 2 groups, Tiger's coming up or whoever, right? So you can kind of gauge it. And I know I'm like, oh, maybe it's Jim Furyk coming up. I'm not a big fan of him, but if he's standing 2 feet from me, it'd be cool to see.
Yeah.
Of course, it's some fucking guy never heard of.
Yeah,
never,
you don't even know who he is.
But still, he came walking up. He's smoking a cigarette. He's got a heater going. He's fucking like, Puffy's like, talking to his guy. He's like, yeah, I fucking thought I hit it. He's like swearing. Like, fuck, I don't know what happened there. I guess I fucking pulled out right here, and comes over and he's standing. He's like, hey guys, how's it going? You're standing right there. Maybe 20 of us. Like, still not a big crowd to what you see on some of these when they hit him in.
Yeah.
And he did a routine punch shot out of the fucking pine straw, back out on the fairway. hey, good shot. And fucking off he went.
That's cool.
It was cool to see, but like, yeah, he hit a fucking punch shot that's like the thing of dreams. And it was just the most routine fucking.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an overly tough one, but it's just like, they're a different level. Like you go and watch them and they're a different level. Now, again, I haven't been to any other PGA events. So maybe if I'm in a different spot, maybe if I have the opportunity to follow them, I could say like, yeah, it was really cool to sort of follow this guy around. You see all of their shots, you see their putts. But sort of where I was, it was when they're hitting into you, it's different than standing behind and watching them hit. Because that's when you can see the trajectory really well of the ball, because you can track it when it comes off their club.
Right.
But when they hit towards you, I find you just kind of see the ball in the air and then it lands on the green. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if you're behind them, you can see how well they strike it, how clean the ball rises in the air. If it's got a draw, if it's got a fade.
Yeah.
It's just a different perspective.
Fucking sliced it if you
whatever. But they didn't. None of them did that.
Yeah.
It was boring. Like it was just.
Yeah. No, I see that.
And
I can see that.
It wasn't like a money making hole where like, I guess it just wasn't set up to be a scoreable hole and fuck away you go. But yeah, that was it. I was basically running from the sun all day. It was cooking. And we left.
I would imagine down there. And
like we had to leave.
When did you say you went? June?
I think it was June because I think it was around Antonia's birthday.
Yeah.
It was the middle of the summer.
Oh, fuck, man.
In North Carolina.
Yeah, that's fucking hot as shit.
It was toasty.
Jesus.
But it was one of those things like you step into the shade near the pine straw and it was like, oh, fuck, this is relaxed. We had to leave. Like we didn't stick around to watch the whole thing.
I think that's one thing I'd like to do is go to a PGA event. Go to one of the days.
Yeah, the Canadian Open's been down here forever. It's just
fuck. A couple years ago, it was literally at the courts that's like 40 minutes away, like Burlington or.
Oh, it's always at Glen Abbey.
Glen Abbey, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, in Oakville.
Yeah.
And I think they're turning that course into homes. I think they're getting rid of it.
What?
Yeah. National course.
Everything's getting rid of.
Oakville, there is no limits to its greed. Never underestimate how greedy Oakville is.
Anywhere here.
Yeah.
Dude, they're turning everything into fucking houses.
Yeah. They are. They certainly are. So yeah, it was a cool experience. But I'm with you though. Like watching hockey, you can really revel at their skill because somebody will do something amazing. But the golfers are just robots.
Yeah, they're just
boom. They rarely get into trouble.
Yeah,
it's pretty fucking impressive. So when you encounter someone like that on the golf course, like I was playing with yesterday, I enjoy like just watching someone who's clearly a different fucking level than you.
Yeah,
and still very, very much a fucking amateur.
Yeah.
Very much an amateur.
Not even.
Well, if he's a 6 and he's a 6 handicap, which is fucking really good. Just for people who don't know golf, just to explain. A 6 handicap is fucking, on an average of 72 holes, you're breaking 80 every time. You're only shooting 6 over is how that 6 is supposed to work.
I would say your average golfer is somewhere between a 16 and 20 handicap.
An average decent golfer, yeah.
Like just like an average, like the average of the amount of people out there golfing are probably 16 to 20 handicap.
I would put it a little higher. I would put it more like a 20 to 25 range.
Okay.
A true amateur.
Yeah.
Then you've got like decent golfers who I would put in like 18 to 21, and then like a good golfer is probably 14 to 18.
Okay. Yeah.
In my
give
mind.
or take. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine.
Plus or minus a stroke there.
Yeah.
Add them in as you will.
Yeah.
So this guy's a fucking 6. He's playing the blues. If a pro were there, they would be playing the fucking tips, which are three fucking things
Three
behind.
back from that one. Yeah.
3 back from that one. And this guy would have fucking mopped the floor with us. Like golf is
so absurd.
You want to talk about fucking levels of shit? Golf is literally levels of shit. What's your handicap on the whites? What's your handicap on the blues? What's your handicap on the tips? Like, get the fuck. Like, it's endless.
I don't know if I brought this up on the podcast, but if you look at any other sport, golf is the only sport where you have, what is it? 13 different
14 clubs.
14 different clubs you need to worry about. They're all different length, different lofts.
Mm-hmm.
Hockey, you have one stick.
One stick, a couple pair of legs, couple pair of arms.
Yeah, literally the biggest thing that's like for you to get the puck in the net is going to be your stick.
Yeah.
You can't kick it in. It's no goal.
No.
You got to have a stick. You got your stick. Tennis.
And your stick can't be too high.
You got a fucking tennis racket. Just one. Golf, you have 14 fucking clubs.
Mm-hmm. Varying in different lengths.
That's what I mean. Like it's
lofts,
not like
yeah.
it's not like you step up and you're gonna hit a driver, which is the exact same length as your putter, the exact same shape. It's just magically goes a little farther.
And that's why, back to what you were saying before, if we were to play the first hole off of the Blues, when you're getting into hitting a 7-iron, the difference between that and a pitching wedge is control, because your 7-iron is longer. And 7-iron, I find, is most people say their most
Go-to
consistent club.
Or just go to.
Sure.
To save you out of anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, but even still, if you're going to hit something really sweet, your pitching wedge, you're going to have the most control over.
100%.
You're going to have the easiest swing. And just stepping up from that, it's probably a couple inches different in length than your 7 to your 5 or your 4.
Yep.
Even longer. Now you're standing almost at the same length that you would with your driver, but you're hitting off the grass on the fairway.
Yeah. And
so
a lot of the times too, you get a nicer set of clubs. The 4-iron's a little smaller.
Harder to hit.
Appears a little smaller and harder to hit. Easier to
gets
fuck
a little
up.
smaller when you look at it and you're nervous.
Yeah. Ball ends up looking like a dime. It's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
The illusions.
Do you want to get into Chris Predicts?
Yeah, let's get into it. The one thing I didn't do, and I apologize for this, is last week's recap.
You don't have it on your phone?
I don't have it. So that is
the only ones I remember is...
I can get my book, but I don't have the...
Do you have your book here?
I have the book. Hang on.
CJ's just going to grab his notebook. And I'm going to stand here talking to you because you love the sound of my voice. Or maybe I love the sound of my voice. Chris Predicts.
I think Chris likes the sound of his voice because he talks so fucking much.
You're probably...
I don't think I got like 3 words in this episode.
You're probably right about that.
All right. Where are we? Okay, so you predicted Leafs versus Jets April 2nd that they would win 5-4 in OT.
The Leafs did win that game.
Yeah, I think they did, but I don't think it was.
And we lost money because I took them to win, but I fucked up. I didn't bet how I anticipated the bet to go. So what I should have done is I should have bet the draw because I predicted the overtime. Leafs did win in overtime, but I took them to win. I think they won in a shootout.
Oh, it did go to a shootout.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
But when you're betting on the game, it's win, lose, or draw. A draw is after regulation. So if you were predicting something, so I fucked up. So they won the game, but
whatever. Okay, so they won that one. Then you said Leafs versus Calgary, they would win April 4th.
Mm-hmm. They did.
They did? They won? Here. Okay.
They won 4-2.
4-2, okay. Yeah. And then you said Leafs would lose on April 5th.
And they won 5-3.
Okay.
So back to the betting. So
you fucked up again?
No. I actually saved us. So I forgot to bet on the Sunday game because they were both late games.
Yeah.
And so
I think they were like 9:30.
And so I'm like, I woke up the next morning. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, I meant to bet the Leafs last night and they won. I'm like, of course they did. So I bet them to win on the Monday.
Well, you did say that they would win on Monday.
I said they would lose on Monday. I said they would lose the second game against Calgary.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And they won. But betting wise, I tried to make up for it and it did pay off.
Okay, cool. And then Leafs versus Montreal, April 7th, you said they would win.
And they did last night.
Wow.
And I bet that one.
So you're 3 for 4 that week. Now, give me, before we get into this week's predictions.
Yeah, let's do an update.
Yeah, so I got to go back a few weeks here.
I can do this one probably right now.
Okay.
You don't need to bring up.
You sure?
I got it here.
I was going to try to go in like, because the Brentford and Sunderland.
Okay, you want to do that one?
Yeah, because that was the one that was first predicted.
And that one was convoluted. If you don't really follow soccer very much. So when I picked Brentford, I said they would be promoted.
Yeah. And
I might have even, I thought they were going to finish second. They're 12 points off second. They're not going to get automatic promotion because you have to finish top 2.
Right.
But they are, they're third place in the league, which the 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th teams go into that playoff that I was discussing on previous episodes.
Right.
So they can still get promoted, but it looks like their path to automatic promotion is out, which is making my bet probably fucking sketchier.
Just a little harder. they could still get promoted.
They can still
It's
get
just
promoted.
a longer road.
It's a longer and tougher road because now you're going into a playoff style where you're going to play 2 legs and then a final. And in a final, anything can happen.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
So it's going to wash out their thing. And then I said that Sunderland would not be promoted. And they are and I think they were like in 5th or 4th or something like that. Like they were sort of like
They were making a come up though a couple weeks ago.
yeah. Now they're 2 points off of 2nd and 5 points off 1st, and they're in 3rd place. So they're only 2 points off getting automatic promotion. I said they wouldn't get promoted, but I still think they're gonna. I still think they're gonna finish in a playoff spot and lose. But also, I don't know shit.
Yeah.
So I don't even know why I didn't even know why I said I think.
Definitely don't listen to Chris. And then you said, I can't even read my own fucking.
Okay, is this the Champions League ones?
I don't know. I've got Liverpool will beat Madrid.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'll go through these. So
these games were played April 6th.
Yeah, they were just played this week.
Okay.
So this is the quarterfinals of the Champions League. There's 2 games to be played, 1 home and 1 away for these 8 teams. I picked Liverpool to go through. I took Dortmund to go through, Bayern to go through, and Chelsea to go through.
Yes.
So now we are at the halfway point of these games, and these are the scores. And I'll tell you where where the dominoes fall.
Okay.
As far as favors to go through.
Okay.
So out of Liverpool and Real Madrid, I said Liverpool are going to go through. The game was played in Madrid. Madrid won 3-1. Now there is that away goal thing, so it's not that gives them a chance.
Right.
If Liverpool win the next game 2-0 at home, they'll go through on away goals, even though it's 3-3 overall.
Gotcha.
Either way, backs up against the wall 3-1.
Yeah.
Man City Dortmund 2-1. City won 2-1 at home, but Dortmund have that away goal. So that game is fucking very much in the balance. Bayern and PSG, I said Bayern would go through. After the first leg, they lost 2-3, and they were at home. So there's 3 away goals for PSG.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's a big fucking yikes for sure. They're in trouble. Like Liverpool probably have a better chance of going through than them, because at least Liverpool are going home.
Yeah.
But Bayern now have to go to Paris, and they got to fucking find a way to score at least 2 fucking away goals.
Yeah.
Because if they go into Paris and win 1-0, PSG still going through on away goals.
Yeah, they still make it through.
So
that's crazy.
And then Porto and Chelsea. This was the easy one of the 4 groups, admittedly, because these are the 2. Porto is the weakest team out of the rest.
Gotcha.
Not taking away from them. They're in the Portuguese league, which is probably like 6th best in Europe.
Gotcha.
And I said Chelsea would go through. So after the first game, Chelsea won 2-0 away from home. So Chelsea's probably got that one in the bag. But the other ties are still in the balance, but sort of opposite. Of course, it's opposites to what
they got some work to do.
Yeah, you really should have only bet the Chelsea game.
They got some fucking work to do.
Yeah. So those will be wrapping up on April 13th, which is next week, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably by the time we record next week's episode, we'll have the final answers, and then I'll do the semifinal predictions.
Okay.
So we'll do that.
Cool.
By the time we're probably going to record next week.
Hell yeah.
You had some things that you want me to predict. I also have some stuff here if you want me to just get that out of the way first. Or do you want to do your stuff?
You can do yours. I'm just
Mine's really boring. Mine's like baseball and golf.
Do you want to predict the baseball game?
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll just save yours because I think yours is more entertaining. That's why I just want to get this shit out of the way.
Okay, give me baseball first.
Okay, baseball. The Blue Jays lost last night. They're now 3-4 for the season. They've got 3 more games against the LA Angels, and they're in Dunedin. They're at home tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday. I think the Jays are going to win 2 out of 3 tonight and tomorrow, then lose on Sunday.
Okay, and then you wanted to.
I'm gonna predict that Justin Rose. I know this is a fucking sucker bet for anyone who follows golf, but after day 2, he's leading. And I believe he's going to win his first Masters.
Day 2's already done?
Done for him, at least. There's a bunch of guys still.
Okay, so Justin Rose is going to win the Masters?
Justin Rose is going to win the Masters. His first one.
Oh, that'll be his first one, really?
Yep.
Damn. I didn't know
that.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. Are you ready for mine?
I am excited for these.
Okay, we'll start off with the kind of exciting, but not as extraordinary as the next ones.
Okay.
Okay, so we got the 2021 Women's Six Nations Rugby. 2 games.
For fuck's sake.
Italy versus England. I have no stats for you.
England.
Oh, Jesus, that was quick.
Don't even need to think about it. This is women?
Yeah, women's.
England.
Okay. And then Wales.
Italian women are too pretty.
The
English
facts.
women look like feet.
Oh my God. Wales versus Ireland. That's the second game.
I'm taking Ireland.
And I thought you would.
That's a United Ireland too. That's
All right. And then we have the 2021 Unibet Premier League, which is darts.
fuck yeah.
And this is night 5 games. So we have,
When are these games being played?
I believe they might be being played tonight or sometime this weekend.
Okay.
So you have Michael Van Gerwen,
I know him.
Mighty Mike.
I think I know Michael Van Gerwen.
I think you would if you saw a picture of him.
I've watched darts. It's
So
all
have
the
I.
same guys.
It really is. He's playing Nathan Aspinall,
I gotta look him up.
and his nickname is the ASP. It could be
Okay.
the ASP, but I think it's the ASP.
Oh, he's got some ogre ears, that guy.
Who? Which one?
Aspinall.
Okay,
His ears are out. Where's he from?
I don't know.
I just Googled it. What the fuck did I ask you? Sorry.
I don't have. All I have are ratings.
Okay, I'm taking Van Gerwen.
Okay, so
I bet you he's higher rated.
number 2, and the ASP is number 10. So you're taking.
I'm taking Van Gerwen over this.
Van Gerwen.
And I'm hoping we can bet on that.
We should definitely check because I'm totally down for these bets.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have James Wade, the Machine, ranked number 4. He is playing Glenn Durant, Duza,
Okay.
and he is ranked. Sorry, did I say Wade was number 4?
Yeah.
Okay, good. And Durant is number 12. That's world rankings, by the way.
See, as much as I would like to take the upset, the
Mhm.
darts is tough.
Yeah.
Like usually if you go back and look at like the champions of darts,
Yeah.
it's the same 3 or 4 guys.
Usually.
It's like how tennis is in the men's
I've
side.
seen some upsets, though.
Yeah.
At a lunchtime, eating a large pizza with the boys, watching
Just about
some
to jump in the
darts.
pool.
Yeah, watching some darts. I've seen some upsets.
All right, give me the upset. then.
Okay, but just listen to these nicknames here. Okay,
All right, hit me with
like you got James Wade, the Machine, or Glenn Durant, Duza.
I got to see this Glenn Durant guy. Now I don't
Okay.
want to bet him.
Okay,
Dude, what is Duza? Is he Dutch or something like that?
D-U-Z-Z-A. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. That's how I'm going to pronounce it,
Glenn Durant.
unless it's Duza,
Darts.
but I think it's Duza.
Let's get a look at this motherfucker.
I guess it would be Duza. I don't fucking know.
I know this guy. Yeah, I'm taking Glenn Durant. Just because I know who he is.
Okay,
Fuck it.
Glenn.
Daza.
Glenny boy.
Daza.
Duza.
Yeah, not
Is
Duza.
it is Duza?
Yeah, it's because he's English.
All right, so I'm a
Oi,
fucking idiot.
Daza. Daza.
And then for the last game, I think there was like 5 matches, but I didn't want to do all 5. So for the last one, I'm going to get you to predict is Dimitri Vandenberg, Bergh. So I hope I pronounced that right. Ranked number 9. His nickname, the Dream Maker.
These matches haven't happened yet, right?
No, they're happening. Like I literally looked them up today.
Okay.
So they're either just happening because it could have been tonight.
Who did Durant play?
Why? You got James Wade.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
You're not fucking cheating over
No,
there,
I'm not.
Because I just thought of that now because we're
5 hours behind. Like those games could be happening right now.
Yeah, they could have already
I'll stop
happened.
Googling. Just give me the names.
Dimitri Vandenberg. I think that's how you.
All these Dutch fuckers are good at darts.
No, he's ranked number 9 again. Nicknamed the Dream Maker versus. I
The
would have.
Dream Maker.
Yo, is that?
How the fuck do you settle on
How
that?
do you say that guy's first name?
Jose de Souza.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't want to fuck that up. He's ranked number 15th in the world, and he's the special one.
See, the special one is Jose Mourinho's nickname.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy. There's only one Jose Mourinho. So give me the other guy.
What? His name is Jose de Souza.
I know, but Jose Mourinho's nickname is the special one.
Oh.
So this fucking guy has the same first name.
My brain's peace eyes.
Yeah, it's all right.
Relax.
Same. It's all good. So this guy has the same first name and stole his nickname. So no, he's out for me.
Dimitri.
Yeah, give me Dimitrios.
All right. And then just to recap, we got Justin Rose to win the PGA Masters.
Yep.
And the Jays are going to win the next 2 out of 3.
Next 2 games. Just say the next 2 games.
Next 2 games.
Yep, against the LA
Do we have
Angels.
dates?
Yeah, that'll be Friday, April 9th and Saturday, April 10th. The Blue Jays will win.
So today, April 9th.
Today and tomorrow. But obviously at the time of airing,
yeah, these are
5 days ago and 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my app was acting up a minute ago.
Which app?
The betting app. I just want to let you know where we stand.
Tell them to fucking eat shit.
Still being a dick.
Willard making another appearance.
I also think that I bet a Liverpool. Oh, yeah, I did. I bet the draw in the Liverpool game, so we lost. So our current total,
betting my money.
We started with $10.
Okay. What are we sitting at?
$11.95.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go, baby. Chris is a wizard.
Balling.
Chris predicts. Maybe you like it.
I think.
What did I say last week?
I don't know.
I was like, Chris predicts, baby. And you're like, maybe.
I don't remember.
I'm like, no, dude.
Fuck.
Shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. These are all take this shit to the bank. Let's wrap this up because I want to see if I can get these fucking darts bets in.
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay, guys. If you did want to get a recap on the previous Chris Predicts YouTube channel, 2 season of pod, all of Chris predictions are there, short clips. I think the longest one's 10 minutes. You can watch them all there.
Also, definitely go by there because again, CJ puts a lot of hard work into there. So swing by. If you enjoy listening to the podcast, jump over to YouTube.
Yeah, just hit the subscribe button. If you don't, if you're a listener and you don't like watching, that's fine.
Yeah, but just swing by and give us a subscribe. Yeah, support. It's a way to support the show.
Yeah,
because we don't really get a chance to interact because a lot of people. We know that people are listening. They're just not interacting as much. So if you could just swing by and fucking at least click a like or subscribe on the YouTube video, just because CJ works so goddamn hard at this entire podcast, let alone the YouTube channel.
And then again, 2 season of pod on Facebook. You can send us an email at mail.2seasonofpod@gmail.com. I think that's everything. And we will see you guys next week.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.